Welcome to Energy Conscious. I'm, oh God, yeah, I just saw that. I usually say welcome to Eyes Closed, which is my podcast, and it starts with an E and a C, and now I just made an Energy Conscious, an E and a C thing again. Oh well. Today is the Four of Wands, so I got a new deck, and I want to show you it's the one that Salvador Dali made, created, painted. So that's what the Four of Wands looks like with him, from him. And that's the traditional Four of Wands. But I want to go back to this one and just, yeah, take in the energy. All right. I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm so happy to be today, like today. 31st of December, 2019. It's the last day of the year. You've made it. You've accomplished so many things. You've made it. And now a new portal, I don't want to say portal, but a new energy is rushing in, and your psyche will be like, I'm starting a new year. And you can set up resolutions and different things. And yeah, I want to share about this. For me, at this time in the year, I'm making a list of the things that I want to experience, like to feel in 2020. And I'm gonna do that tonight when it's close to midnight. And I reread the one from last year, and everything was experienced. Like everything I set out, from feeling, from material, from experiences, like everything. Yay! So it really motivates me to do the next one. And I just want you for maybe to do this, maybe right now, maybe later after the Reiki, because the Four of Wands, this was channeled. I didn't select which date goes which card, all those things. I set out to do Energy Conscious for December and January, and I don't know if I will continue, but I just had my cards and I selected different dates, and I said every Tuesday, and then the cards were falling in their places. And when I saw the Four of Wands, which is my favorite card, and it's my card, it's my work card, it's my motivation, it's my thing. The Four of Wands is being connected to your heart and celebrating people and their achievements within a specific space. It's a party. It's a party where you stood different things and you created a beautiful warmth or a cocoon, and you're celebrating others with others, and the connection that you have. So today I want us to maybe celebrate together, but also, help you to identify who you want to celebrate with, what you want to do, and how it will start the year. I've been invited to different parties for this New Year's Eve, and none of them was my frequency. So I was just like, no, like I'd rather stay home. And I actually had to make a call and call one of my closest friends and tell her, like, I'm not this person. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not this. Where I'm being invited to is something where I will feel out of place and really uncomfortable. And it might mean I'm not the cool kid. I'm not cool like that. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do the different illegal consumption. Like I quit all of those things many years ago, and I never felt connected to it anyway. So I had to make that call and love myself. During the night I was just like, I accept myself the way I am. Like, I celebrate the fact that I'm a nerd who will read all the books she didn't finish during the year, just so that she can, tie up the loose ends and say, I read those books in 2019. Like, this is who I am. I love doing this right now. Like, I'm that person. And to others and to conceptions of me as well. This isn't really cool. Like, maybe being cool is like smoking the cigarette like this and being like, "Ugh." I'm not that person. So I'm like, I did the loving, I was like, I'm okay. It's okay. yeah, I'm the person you hang out with and we go to the museum. And yeah, I'm the person that you walk in the forest, and I'm not the person that takes you on an amazing ride and you're going to hop from amazing bars to amazing bars in Paris. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not. And I was like, it's okay. I love myself. I'm okay. And then I had to say it out loud to my friend who was still insisting for me to go to different places. And I was like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not the cool kid. And she was like, yeah, it's okay. So I want you to celebrate yourself and like see which are the poles that manifest who you are, that create a structure around who you are. Not especially identity, because identity is so fluid, like one day we're this, one day we're that, but like really getting down to our psyche and seeing what our habits are, what our fences are, and all those things, and being like, it's okay if I'm really into video gaming. You know, to some people, video gaming is cool, to some it's not, but it's just a hobby and it's something that we like, and we enjoy spending time doing, you know, RPG and simulation games. That's okay. So if you could connect to, for example, 2 weeks ago we did a year event, and the year event was all about the four kind of the north, the south, the west, the east. Like, what are your values? What are your inner compass and where you're going to go either way? Like, whatever happens, you're always going to be honest, for example, or transparent, or lively, or self-centered, or, you know, different things. Now we're going to see what is not your inner compass, but kind of the components of who you are, and how can you celebrate it. And that can be done through the lens of what happened in 2019. So doing this little exercise of being like, what has been going on in 2019? How have I, you know, invested in my personal growth? Or how have I helped others? Or whichever thing you did. And doing that list, and doing maybe four, maybe more, kind of the poles, the pillars of who you are, and then celebrate it. And then really love it. And feel it in your heart and being like, yeah, I'm great. I deserve love. And that's when you start to actually emit this kind of, how do I call this without being problematic? But this energy that really is magnetic to others. And it's not even about others, but your life really will change, because you will experience a different life if you're not there hating yourself. Yeah, let's try it. So, because this is Reiki based and I've been talking for 8 minutes now, let's do some Reiki. And today I got the thing where it was told to me to not do a detox. Like, that's not about like removing things so we can leave space. I know I did a voice and I'm not criticizing myself for it. I'm not criticizing the habit of removing things and making space for it. But today is all about just realigning different things. So we're not removing anything, we're just seeing if a little bit of the heart energy has been moved into the spleen. And then if something has been moved from here to there, like, let's just, you know, align again what your field is like. We all have different, you know, fields, and then we also have the general structure of a human being that lives on this planet, who is grounded into earth and has the sky above them. We all have this. So we have the Taurus field, we have the line of the different chakras, whether they're inside of your body, or the 12 system chakras where they're up and down. And I just want to realign you to this, and giving you the exercise of like going back in time through 2019 so that you can see yourself and love yourself through it is also going to be helped with this Reiki. Yeah, I'm so happy about this one. Let's go, let's ground. So if you give me consent to do Reiki right now for you, when you watch this video, when you consider this video, whether it's 2019 or 2020, 2021, or if it's before your solar return, your birthday. If you give me consent right now, I'm going to give you this symbol by Komyo, so that through time and space, this healing reaches you. Okay, let's open the cabinet. Let's open the aura and see what's there. The wrist, not exactly the wrist, but this tender part of the arm. What else? If you can hear the cat, you could be interested by that. There's a cat who just started meowing. Okay, the third eye. I'm just pinpointing and it will do the Reiki. The third eye is like new perceptions, new realities, new perspective. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has been coming for a while. The Hanged Man is another tarot card which help us to know that sometimes we're in limbo, sometimes we're being stopped, our growth is being stopped, so that we can see all the path that's been already climbed through and see another perspective. I'm going through the cards to find it for you. And I'm still tuning in into the energies right now. The thymus, ooh, that's why I'm so happy. So the thymus chakra is not part of the 7 chakra system, it's part of the 12 chakra system. So you might not have heard about it, but I'm preparing a class just about this one. That's secret. Nobody knows yet. The Hangman, a new perspective. So the thymus chakra is just here, between the heart and the throat. It also is connected to the thymus gland, which is something that we have physically in our body. And it is such a beautiful energy when you activate it and when you go for it, because you become more than just a human attached to different system that we have within. And it's the thymus chakra is all about compassion and like love, but like love for others, because it's between the heart and the throat. It's really much like the actual love that you express to others, whether it's you or others. But I can see now why I just been told that through the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands is celebrating, but it's also expressing love. It's creating the cocoon, having warmth, like we talked about, and that's why I've been feeling the energy coming in so wonderfully, like being accepting who we are, having compassion for who we are, and not listening to all the fears that come through the right ear, like all the fears, all the things that come here through the subconscious. Just so before I start moving with the Reiki, let's breathe in together and out. Please make this sound with me, not just exhaling, but really having sound. Okay, so I'm gonna see how I can do this right now. Let's start with the third eye. So on your third eye right now, let's just help the opening of that new perspective. Help whatever wants to come through when you make that list, when you consider this here. Just help whatever wants to come through. I'm playing with Celtic Reiki these days. I'm learning, channeling, considering Celtic Reiki because I'm a Celt and this is my roots, so I'm very happy that I can finally find time to specialize in this and nothing else. So there's a lot of this beautiful infinity symbol, the 8. I'm just helping your third eye to create the field that we have all around our body. Our body is the human physical self that you know, surrounded by this torus field that is this big 8. This actually does not move like an 8, it moves like this, constantly. So I'm helping your third eye to do the same, but playing with infinity, knowing that 8 is the 8th house. 8th house is all about, intimacy, being a little bit retracted within ourselves and consider things like death, illness, or just consciousness. So it's not the 12th house, which is all about the subconscious, but the 8th is actually being crudely conscious about the fears, about the different things that come up in life that make us human and what connects us, again, connects us to others. And look at that. I selected 2 cards. We always played with 1 card. And we have 2 cards, 4 and 4. So actually it makes an 8 for the first time. Let's just help this. And when I think of the 8, this infinity symbol, I always think that it's a set of 4 poles that just connect one another, all like this. And there's each pole here and here, and then we just go from there to there. If we had a thread, I'm always thinking like this. And it's not something I learned, it's just the way I see things. So let's see. So we're going to continue with this 8, but along all the chakras actually, including the thymus one. So let's go back to the crown a little bit higher, and let's just draw this 8 here and then, right now, for you. So as you can see, the 8 is looping on itself. Nothing is getting out. We're not removing anything. We're just letting the energy flow as it needs to. With Reiki, each day I'm meeting clients where their field has stopped. And that's where they have physical problems, because the energy is not moving anymore. Usually because we're becoming very mental or become very hurt in ways, so we become stuck, which is also something about the 4. The 4 is all about having a foundation and a structure, and sometimes that foundation and that structure is a little bit too stuck, and sometimes we need to change it to allow a little bit of a change of perspective in order to let it flow again. So, crown and third eye. Let's move to the throat. It's interesting because as I'm doing this, I'm catching your energy and the pain is becoming bigger in here. So we'll address it at the end. Okay, still at the throat. If you can help yourself by breathing and letting it out. And again, I can feel some tense jaw letting out their energy. So we're gonna do this one more time. Out. Out. Okay. I know it sounds weird, but I'm being guided to give you this right now as we are on the throat. This is Bach flowers. I work with those essences, and everyone has a different kind of characteristic. This one is Hornbeam, and it's all about charm. And I usually take it every morning and every night, and um, I don't see it as charm, like trying to charm others, but actually seeing myself with another perspective. Again, everything falls into place. I just want to give you this energy, like by doing this. Okay, 4 times. Giving you the energy of the hornbeam to be felt through in your throat. Those essences, you usually put them under your tongue and you keep it, and you don't talk, and you just keep it in for 2-3 minutes. And it's interesting because it really is a very strong, yeah. I just meant to stay silent about those things. Yeah, just sometimes I'm speaking maybe too much, but I feel like the silence can come. Okay, let's go into the thymus. Okay, the compassion for oneself. Again, from the throat to the thymus, with, taking that hornbeam and being like, I actually have a lot of charm. Charm is magnetism as well, It's interesting. So let's just do this on the thymus. Yeah. And yeah, letting the thymus express itself. And move down to the heart. So I'm still doing that motion right now, but down into your heart. So it's not visible. But let's let the heart feel and express itself through those wands again. Let's put those 4 wands against, like around the heart, and let the 8 flow through those 4 wands, like we've been doing for the other chakras. Okay, that was really quick. I love how, because you've been feeling the energy and receiving it every week, you're actually getting really good at energy. I love that. And thank you for your feedback. Thank you for the ones who send me a few words to tell me how this experience has affected their year, and how it's been feeling, in different ways for whoever and whichever. But thank you for this, because it helps me to feel that energy back. All right, so solar plexus, down the heart. Ooh, that got a little bit nervous. Oh, okay, the solar plexus has been full, and I totally understand. This is a time and space where we're surrounded by a lot of people, and mostly people that we have karmic links with, our own family. We tense up, we don't want to, but we do. So let's just help the solar plexus take in the next few days so that we can find our own conscious self once more. Find that peace and serenity that accompanies us whenever our routine has been set, and allow the people in our life to be a part of this if possible. I'm gonna give you the violet breath in here. Yeah. Okay, visualize that beautiful, beautiful yellow chakra of the solar plexus, and now it's surrounded by this beautiful violet breath, this violet smoke. How wonderful is it together? Yellow and purple. It's nice, right? It looks good. All right, sacral. Okay, back to the solar. I'm sorry, solar still has things to say. Okay, let's help the solar move into the heart sometimes. It's a little bit of the thing that it's been keeping down instead of feeding it into the heart. So you might have a burst of feeling today. Let's keep it within distance of people who could hurt us and judge us, and maybe have this feeling meeting with ourselves when we're home, safe in our 4 of Wands, in our cocoon. Okay, solar plexus, you feel better now. Just, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm just gonna give you chokure, 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 seheki, 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 chokure, chokure, chokure. And again, my beautiful 8. My beautiful 8 for you. Okay, whoa, feels good. Ooh, that's a good day, I like it. Okay, back to the sacral. The sacral feels very alive, but so small. The sacral is about ambitions, desires, fancies, dreams. It has, let's have the intention to make that a bigger part of our life and not constrain it because of responsibilities and duties. So I'm going to do that for myself right now. And if you're actually attracted to this idea, to repeat with me. I intend for 2020 to reflect my sacral, my sacredness, my divinity, my desires, my hunger for life to be a bigger part of my life, to be experienced, to be awakened, and to be fed through 2020. Just checking in. Okay. Strangely enough, the whole pain in here is gone. Like nothing. It just wanted attention, and now it's been fulfilled through realigning all the energies. So, the root chakra, the base chakra, at the end of the spine. There's a direct connection between the right ear and the root for some of you. Like fears are actually having a direct impact on the root, which is how you feel grounded and all those things. So please try to walk in the grass. Have a walk somewhere, not on the asphalt, but on grass, on ground, on naked, raw earth. And letting the fears unfurl and go from point A to point B, and seeing that the fears are just undeveloped expressions of desires and wants and things that we actually want to accomplish. Fear is just a little part of a bigger thing. And sometimes it's just a way to tell you that this is not safe and you should reconsider it because we want to feel safe. So, for the root, I feel like it just does not need the hate. I feel like it needs some kind of a, like hands to hold it and love it. And if you could find a way to maybe sit on your hands and feel like you're holding your root chakra, and to cusp a part of yourself, the base of your spine, and maybe lie down on it, lie down on your hands and feel like you're holding yourself and you've got your back. I mean, you've got your lower back and you're okay, you're safe, and you're listening. And you could say, okay, fears, I'm gonna go on a walk, or I'm gonna sit now on my hands. You have 15 minutes to make your point, and I'm listening. I'm really listening. I'm taking notes, and in 2020, we're going to, clear that. Just clear that karma, that fears, those running around the same circle over and over. Just, yeah, do that with yourself. So you have to consider your 4 things about yourself that you enjoy, to feel it in your heart, in your thymus, and hold that position with your 2 hands at your lower back and heal your root. You deserve to, the most amazing year. You deserve it. And you also deserve to be told by yourself or others, you made it. Wonderful. Congrats. You're great. 2020 is going to be a reflection of all the work that you did in 2019. Bravo! Thank you so much. See you next week, and I'm going to send you the program for January. I put it on Twitter as well, but I think you're gonna like this new program, and we actually have the same card for 2 weeks in a row because it's an interesting one. It's the Queen of Cups. So thank you for everything. See you in 2020. See you next year. I had to. And see you soon. Thank you so much.